breakfast. Then the second where you had presentations of reports. The first one was the treasurer's report, and the second one was the president's report. The third agenda was renamed as Energy Auditors and Managers Council, or Energy Managers and Auditors Council. The members agreed that energy managers be included in this council, and the council as Council EMAC. It was also agreed that this new position will be added to the Aepea constitution, and the head will be elected into office like other office bearers. It was agreed that the new head of the council will be elected from the members present in the meeting. The amended clause in the constitution is on clause 5, office bearers. Add office bearers to include head of energy managers and auditors council. It was also proposed to change the name of capacity building committee to capacity building, research and development committee. However, this was deferred to be considered by the new office bearers. Minute number 4, which was elections to fill up positions not yet filled. The nomination committee comprised of Professor Da Silva, Eustace Njeru, Susanna Munyiri, Engineer David Mutisia, and Engineer Nixon Bukachi. It was noted that the position of head of capacity building had not yet been filled, and the new position of head of EMAC. The members were called to nominate and elect the heads of these two positions. The members nominated and voted for members to the two positions as followed. The first one, head of capacity building. Hamid Mohammed proposed that David Bekesa be the head of capacity building committee. He was seconded by Tom Freddy Sugar. There was no opposition from the members, and David Bekesa was declared the new head of capacity building committee. Second one was head of energy managers and auditors council. Engineer Teresia Thuku proposed Stephen Kavoi to head the energy managers and auditors council. She was seconded by Hamid Mohammed. There was no opposition from the members, and Stephen Kavoi was declared the new energy managers and auditors council. The 5th minute, presentations of election report. Mr. Eustace Njeru presented the election report, which was in Appendix 3. Engineer Nixon Bukachi confirmed that the report was a true reflection of the election process and results. All the nominations and elections committee members signed the report. The newly elected Aepea officials that were to serve the association for the coming term were as follows. The president, you had Engineer Lawrence Mangerere. The vice president, you had Michelle Akute. The secretary, you had Ignatius Maranga. The assistant secretary, you had Costin Otieno. The treasurer, you had Edwin Esilaba. The head of operations, you had Brian Muteti. Head of Membership and Registration was Nathan Yego. Head of Governance and Ethics was Freddy Sugar. Head of Capacity Building was David Wekesa. Head of Energy Managers and Auditors Council was Stephen Kavoy. The Council for Women in Energy and Environmental Engineering was Teresia Thuku, and the student chapter leader was Cynthia Ongaro. Minute number 2, swearing in of new office bearers. The outgoing president, Professor Da Silva, asked the incoming elected leaders to go forward for swearing in and photo session. The officials accepted their new positions and vowed to serve their session diligently. Professor Da Silva then handed over to the new president, Engineer Lawrence Mangerere. The 7th minute, which is the president's speech. The new president, Engineer Lawrence Mangerere, appreciated the election team and all who voted for him. He underscored the importance of teamwork and harmony in the new executive as they offer their services to the stakeholders. He explained the various ways in which Aepea stakeholders stand to benefit from the association and the opportunities available for professionals in the energy sector. He committed to explore partnerships and linkages in order to promote the objectives of the association. He then introduced and invited the new committee members to make their 1-minute remarks. Minute number 8, end of meeting and refreshment and members to leave at their own pleasure. There was a photo session and refreshment after which members left at their own pleasure. There being no other business to conduct, the meeting ended at 11:45 a.m. Those are the minutes for the AGM 2024. So I'll request a member who was present to propose and another one to second. Thank you. Jesse proposes. Who seconds? Eustace, you are there. Brian Muteti seconds. Yeah, thank you. I'll now hand over to Dr. Wekesa for the next activity.
Thank you, Austin. Let's give him a piece of round of applause. Austin was my student at KU by then. Actually, in my class, one of my classes, and I'm very happy and proud of him. I want us to go to the next session, or the next agenda, which is an update on capacity building at Aepea. And as I did mention, I'm the coordinator for the capacity building activities for the last 2 years. But it's also important to just mention that Aepea, as maybe the president will be able to explain further, is a chapter of Association of Energy Engineers. And the Association of Energy Engineers has so many chapters all over the world, which coordinate
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. 1, 2, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check. Check, check. 1, 2, mic check.
Thank you. And I hope you will not go far. Being a teacher, I was asking for a moving mic because teachers, we are not like bishops who are static. I want to move and see how my students are doing. So I had mentioned the A is like our mother. So we are chapter and we have other chapters. And under AE, for those of you who are not members, all our executive members are actually members of AE because that's a requirement. You'll find there are either CMs or any of the professional courses which are certified by AE. And there are many benefits which I just wanted to use this opportunity as the head of capacity building just to outline the importance of being a member of any professional body like AE and also like Aepea. So apart from the networking opportunities, there are webinars which we conduct. I'm going to highlight all the webinars like this year which has just ended. We have had a total of 41, either webinars, either workshops, either maybe conferences. And some of those conferences are discounted if you are a member. You are able to access keynote speeches. You are able to access conference proceedings. There are a number of educational resources and publications in form of the research outputs. Then, of course, there are magazines which you can subscribe. There are newsletters. 2 of our members last year got scholarships for masters who are members of actually Aepea. And I hope this year we can double that to even 4. A participation in recognition and award, international awards. And this one, I think one of even our member, I think Nancy, actually was a recipient of this award. Our chapter, Aepea, also got recognized in the AEE awards, and this gives us what we call a global image. Then, of course, you are able to have access to a number of maybe annual energy industry and market trends globally, and that means you have access to data, especially if you are a member. And just to mention, Aepea is lucky because it has 2 of our, can I say, original founders or members who are actually the trainers for AEE. So we have our own president who has actually been training for almost 30 years. Then we also have our own Eustace Njero, who has actually been a trainer for quite a number of years. So we have that opportunity to actually know what are the benefits of the AEE or being a member of AEE in terms of the capacity building. And these are some of the courses that we mount or we offer as a chapter in this region. And with our also other service providers, we coordinate, like KAM is a very key partner in this coordination, so we coordinate together with them. We are not the only chapter which is actually a training provider for AEE. As I have mentioned, we also have KAM. The requirements for the training, of course, this is very critical. Here I've just summarized, but for you to actually maybe join or maybe take this course, there are always some requirements. And I've just tried to summarize them here. Being the teacher in me, I will not read word by word, but they are straightforward. You can also go to the AEE website. Even on our Aepea website, you'll be able to actually access this. But what I wanted to mention is that each requirement is unique or different depending on the certification. So the submission process is very clear, but at the moment now we have taken it up. KM and Aepea, we actually now register the delegates and now be able to communicate to AEE, especially going by the calendar that they have. So we both have online and face-to-face sessions, but now all our administrative arms of our respective chapters, we have that office which we are able to register the delegates. And then, of course, submit them, but we only do the submission once the delegate has paid the amount. So this is just an overview of the directorate, the professional directory, which has all the certification for AEE. You can access this on our website. Now, having given a global perspective for where we come from, it will be important now just to come back home. Given that I'm the head of capacity building, research and development committee, it will be important just to highlight why this committee, the mandate of this committee. And this one is anchored under the constitution of Aepea. And one of the objectives is to actually promote local training and capacity development of the professionals interested in the careers in energy engineering and management. And how do we do this? We are able to maybe look at the entire AEE courses and at times even customize to our local needs. And as I move forward in the last slide, I'll just project one of the courses that we have customized to fit into our Kenyan market. Another aspect which came from last AGM is to spearhead research and development, especially in the fields of energy efficiency, renewable energy, and energy management. And just to add, also we are so keen on policy development. Being a researcher, and having also worked, by the way, I also worked at Multimedia University of Kenya, where I'm the director for research and innovation. So I happen to have an advantage of having data on what is happening in the R&D in terms of access, funding, and leadership aspects. So far, in Kenya, we are at 0.78% of our GDP in terms of the funding that comes from the government. According to the constitution, our percentage in terms of that the money that should go into the research and development should be about 2%. So we have not been doing well. And that means, as Aepea, we need to anchor ourselves to the national, maybe, challenges and pull together the consortium that will be able to, for example, benefit. Like in the financial year 2025-2026, there was about 93 billion that was allocated to research. But we hope as we move on, this year, we need to also have a consortium, not only one, maybe two, maybe five, to also compete for the opportunities which are actually given under our national budget. As you can see, the budget has been doubling, going up, but being the voice of the energy auditors and mostly energy managers, we need to find a place on how we can also participate in some of this funding, both locally and internationally. So that will be my hope as the incoming head of capacity building, research and development, with the support, of course, of the executive and the members of Aepea, that we now need to activate this consultancy, not only on paper, because we have all it needs. We have all the professionals. We have all the experts. Even we need to get a space, maybe for ourselves, or maybe a kind of what we call a test bed for doing the piloting of some of these energy projects. As I finish, it will not be good just to mention about the AEE professional courses. As I mentioned, as Aepea, we came up with a customized local energy management for sustainability and regulatory compliance course, which fits into our industry needs. And this course is suited or prepares professionals that actually wants to be licensed as energy managers. As you are aware, the AE courses are a bit costly, averagely 1,800 USD. That's not small amount. So what we did is we were able to customize and not only do that, seek the certification by the regulator, Aepea, and also ensure that all our trainers are NITA certified, and then try to see whether we can customize or reduce this cost. So our cost, which we have customized under Aepea, is going at 60,000 Kenyan shillings, and we offer this course on a monthly basis. We began last year in December from 15th to 18th. That was the first course that we mounted. And the next one, as I have told you, it has been on a monthly basis. The next one is on 4th to 8th of May, 2026. So we hope that we shall get more members to join this course. So far, I have 4 members who have registered for the next course, and I look forward to have the minimum number, which is about 10, to ensure that we continue with our monthly training for this course. So with that, I think I want to thank you all for listening and supporting the initiatives that we have been having as the committee. And maybe as I just finalize, I just want to highlight some of the courses that as the Aepea have done since the last AGM, that is last year. So just a highlight, we have had a number of courses, and I'll just mention maybe in summary. We had the first course after the AGM of last year on March of 12, 2025. World Resource Institute was actually our support organization. I hope you all know the WRI. Then we also had some certification courses from AEE, as you can be able to see. Number 4, we also had our own president giving a webinar on effective management for sustainability, and this webinar was very important because the energy management regulations of 2025 were just coming in place. So there was need for awareness to our members to know what is it in it. And I'm sure members were given even the resources for that webinar. So we have had a number of, even the Council of Women in Energy and Environment Leadership have done a number of initiatives, like we had one in 5th of April. And then we went ahead, apart from just the AE courses, we had our student chapter had an activity the end of April, which was to build personal branding, especially to the young energy engineers. Then around May, that is on 9th of May, of course, that was the executive meeting by Aepea, It was just for the technical kind of visit. And also we had members together just to share what can be the way forward, what can we do better. Then, of course, we have been having the certification courses, as you can see. But I will highlight what we call our signature events, apart from the AE courses. So I will not name each and everything that is here. So as we moved on along the year, we also had the AE 2025 World Energy Conference in US, which to key, and followed by also, if you look at it well, on 8th of October, apart from the AE and our own local courses, we also had the chapter members meeting just to also exchange ideas and try to maybe just compare notes on what is happening in the energy sector, then followed by a number of AE certification courses, which have been always been coordinated by our team. Then a major signature event was actually on 4th to 5th of December, where we had the first, or what we are calling the Aepea inaugural online conference that was actually participated by about 42 presentations, both from industry and academia. Another signature event to us was the first maybe customized training on energy management, that's number 37, for sustainability and regulatory compliance. That saw about 20 professionals be certified, and some of them have actually applied for the Aepea certification exam. Then we had now, at the end of the year, on 11th of December, we had the chapter members' end-of-year dinner that was very successful. Then, of course, as we began the year, we had an opportunity to have a training or a seminar on steam and boilers, which was offered by Forbes Marshall, an industry partner. At the tail end of this year, also at the beginning of this year, in March 28th, we had our membership team led by our Vice President, Michelle, had a mentorship program at one of our schools here within Nairobi, Huruma Girls, and the event was very successful. Then, of course, as I have mentioned and as I announced, we have the upcoming, our monthly certification course or training course on energy management for sustainability and regulatory compliance in May, that is on 4th to 8th. So, in a nutshell, all these activities cannot be successful without your support, and of course, without the support of the members of the subcommittee that I've been working with. And I'm very sure I'll want to get more members on board on that committee just to coordinate these activities or these professional courses. And by the way, last weekend, the president and I had a one-on-one meeting, a tea session with the National Research Fund CEO, and they committed to support this year's conference, and not only that it will be virtual, but we shall now have a physical component of it. Maybe we have a virtual and also a physical conference, and we are looking forward to your participation and your support, just to make sure that conference, now this will be the second one, successful. So we are calling upon all your organization, all your networks, that you join us in terms of supporting, in terms of marketing, so that we make this second Aepea conference a success. I will also want to take this opportunity to thank our, can I say, incoming president and outgoing president, because he happened to be the head of capacity building in the previous executive. And I think with that transition, my office or my committee has borrowed a lot. Actually, he trained me when I was doing my CM. So I had an advantage because I was able to pick up from my CM, maybe Menda, and that has also helped me to be able to successfully coordinate this CM and these AE courses on behalf of the Aepea. So I want to stop there and now request that we go to the next agenda, unless maybe there is any question or any clarification from the floor.
Thank you, Dr. Wekesa. So for me, it's just my appreciation to you as head of capacity building, research, and development. I want to appreciate you for the robust programs you and your committee are doing, and making the session to be lively and generating revenue. So as you go ahead, still in your capacity as head of the committee, I wish you well, and we are sure we are going to get more programs and more revenue for the session. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Costin. Any other comment or any other where I was not clear on the membership? So if there is none, allow me to request specially report to the person maybe making that presentation to come over. Let's clap for him, Brian, as he comes.
Committee. I'm the outgoing head of operations, and I'll be responsible for sharing the Treasury report. So even before I start, I think I would like to appreciate the incoming and outgoing president, as well as the incoming and outgoing head of capacity building, and the other EXCO members who will be leaving. I think I really appreciate the wonderful work that we have done for the organization. One of the proud achievements that we can commemorate is the rebranding, the entire rebranding of Aepea with regards to its digital representation, which was handled by me, but of course with close support from the other members of the ESCO. So we've really seen Aepea rebrand itself, both as an organization and also as a training institute. So I'd really like to take this chance to appreciate the efforts and the contributions that have been made by each and every member of the executive. So with that said, I'll proceed to the financial report. So this is the annual report and financial statements for the year that ended in 31st December 2024. And we will be going through the different sections, specifically beginning from page 7, which will be having the financial statements. Apologies. Is it clear? Is it visible? Apologies for that. So the executive committee have the pleasure of in presenting their report on the audited financial statements of the society for the financial year ended 31st December 2024. This report reflects the financial performance and position of the association of the year of 2024, and it has been prepared in accordance with international and financial reporting standards and the requirements of the Societies Act. So it was undersigned by the president and the outgoing treasurer, Edwin Esilaba, who will not be in attendance at the moment. So the audit was done. The audit was done as the year that ended in 31st December 2024, and the report has all the information and explanations to the best of the knowledge of the auditors who did the financial audit. And they concluded that the audit was done in accordance with international standards on auditing, and they underwent so the executive committee was responsible for the other information. The other information comprises the executive committee report, the schedule of expenditure, but does not include the financial statements and our auditor's report. Our opinion on the financial statements does not cover the other information, and the auditors expressed any form of assurance and conclusion thereon. So I think I'll just proceed to page 7, where we can begin going through the financial performance. So this is just a repetition of the auditor's auditor's assurance of the information collected was true and according to the Societies Act. So I'll bring attention to this page. So in 2024, the association recorded a total income of 471,155. This was a significant increase from 181,700 in 2023. This growth was primarily driven by annual subscriptions, which were amounting to 228,000 and 228,700 and activity income of Kenya shillings 242,455, which reflects increased engagement and participation in our programs. While this growth income is commendable, our total expenditure for the year 2024 stood at 1,235,216 shillings, compared to 952,363 in the previous year of 2023. The key cost drivers included administrative expenses, particularly in travel, meetings, and operational costs, and professional and audit-related expenses necessary to support governance and compliance. As a result, the association recorded a net deficit of 793,553 shillings, slightly higher than the deficit of Kenya shillings 783,566 reported in 2023. Moving on to our financial position. As at 31st December 2024, the association had total assets of Kenya shilling 2,717,960, which is down from 3,203,699 in 2023. The decrease was attributed to the utilization of cash reserves to support operations. Our cash and bank balances stood at so our cash and bank balances stood at 2 million 2,694,460, which continues to provide a reasonable liquidity position for the organization. In addition, I would like to highlight a key operational balance outside the primary bank accounts. The Aepea pay bill balance currently stands at 1,061,580 as of today. This represents the funds held within our mobile collections channel and remains an important component of our overall liquidity and member payment ecosystem. So on the liability side, Aepea had deferred income which increased to 2,003,746 as compared to 1,700,652 in 2023, indicating funds received for activities and programs that will be recognized in future periods. Trade and other payables remained relatively stable at 45,660, an improvement from 40,940 shillings. So we have the net cash flow from operations at 488,000 as compared to 1,029,440 in 2023. So the association's reserves closed at 600. Let me look for the figure. So the association's reserves closed at 668,554 shillings, down from 1,462,107 in the previous year, reflecting the impact of the year's deficit. From a cash flow perspective, the association recorded a net cash outflow from operations of 488,139 shillings, an improvement compared to the 1,029,440 in 2023. This indicates better cash management despite the deficit position. I would also like to highlight that the independent auditors we have gone through this. I would also like to highlight that the independent auditors, Moses M. Kioi and Associates, have issued an unqualified audit opinion confirming that the financial statements present a true and fair view of the association's financial position, and proper books of accounts have been maintained in accordance with applicable standards. This is just a summary of the report figures. So the turnover in 2024 was 228,000 as compared to 169,700, and the activity income was 242,455 as compared to 12,000. This brings the total turnover to 471,155, an improvement from 181,700. Administration expenses for the year of 2024 were at 1,191,716 as compared to 887,363. Professional and financial costs were 43,500 as compared to 2023 65,000, and bank charges were 29,492 as compared to 12,903. Yeah, we already went through the cash generated from operations as well as the total cash and cash equivalents. So in conclusion, while the association experienced a deficit in 2024, we also saw encouraging growth in income and improved operational cash flow. Moving forward, there is a clear opportunity to strengthen revenue streams, particularly through training, sponsorships, and membership growth, and enhance cost optimization to ensure long-term financial sustainability. So both the outgoing and the incoming executive committee will remain confident in the association's ability to continue as a going concern and to deliver on its mission of promoting sustainable development within the energy sector. Thank you for your attention. I'll now submit the financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024 for your consideration and approval. Thank you. I'll take it back to Dr. Kesa, please.
Thank you. Let's clap for Brian. Maybe before he leaves the stage, there could be maybe a question just for that presentation. Being a financial statement, we don't want to leave out any question from the members, both who are online and both those who are here. Any question? But you can also still send even a chat on the chat box, or maybe via email if you have any question. So far, I think I'm not seeing any question. Let's clap for him. So as we move along, I think it will be important that we have some visitors or some members who have just joined us. Maybe it will be important if we can just give them a mic just to introduce themselves. Any mic nearby?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. My name is Joshua Nyang'au. I just joined the association, I think, last month. And this is my very first meeting that I have attended to start understanding how we are organized. I currently work for the University of Nairobi. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. Do you have any other member? I see a hand. Brian, hand is up. Yes.
I forgot to propose the retention of the current year's auditor. So we require an approval in this AGM to retain the current auditor. So even those who are online, for those who will wish to continue with the, or those who wish to deny the continual of the current auditor, would you please raise your hand? Yeah, so I think we have a unanimous agreement to continue with the current auditor. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian, for that. At this point, we got to allow me to move to the next agenda, which is to get.
Hello.
Oh, there's
you are still doing a round of introduction.
Oh,
Good morning.
yes.
Good morning. I'm Kennedy Cheng. Sorry, I joined a bit late. Actually, I joined the association way back last year, and I feel that the association will support us in our energy agenda to ensure that we ensure that there's proper institutional capacity and energy practice. So I'm Kennedy Cheng, and I'm so delighted to be a member of Aepea. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Kennedy, and sorry for that. I had not seen you. Welcome to this AGM. Allow me to move to the next agenda, which is getting a report from the election committee. That will be led by Eustace Njel.
Good morning. I'm standing here on behalf of the Elections Committee. The chair was not available. That's Dr. Fenwick Musonye. Is not available, so I'm presenting the report on behalf of the committee. My name is is Eustace Muridhi Jelu. So all the seats were declared vacant at the end of the year, and we were able to hold elections for the president, vice president, secretary, vice secretary, treasurer, head of capacity building, head of membership and registration did not attract anybody. Head of governance, we did an election, and we did elections for the Energy Auditors Council, SEWEL, and the student representatives. So for the president, the current president was elected unopposed. Then for the by 51 votes, the vice president, it attracted 2 persons, and the Lawrence Uliko won by 31 votes. The secretary was won by Nancy Muridhi, unopposed. The vice secretary was won by Maya Kigen. Maya Kigen, is she around? Unopposed. The treasurer, Uzila Wendo, unopposed. And the head of operations, Bonke Museve, unopposed. Head of capacity building, Dr. David Wekesa, was elected unopposed. Kennedy Ochieng, head of governance and ethics, unopposed. Head of auditors and managers council, Richard Atuya, was elected unopposed. SEWEL, Sharon Achieng, was elected unopposed. And Anita Wasike was elected the student representatives unopposed. No, by 27 votes. So I will take this opportunity to congratulate all the people who are elected for their positions, and I hope they are going to carry the organization in the next level. Before you note the report, there's a full report on the minutes for the elections. Some people are nominated, but they did not respond whether they want the position or not. So in any case, anytime the call for elections are called for, if you are proposed and you don't respond, it is assumed you have rejected the offer. So that's why you can see like many people are elected and opposed, because probably they are the ones who responded on whether they want the position or not. The other point is because I don't want to stand again, the effect of the association in the country has not been yet felt. So I wish the new elected executive members will ensure that either in terms of professionalism and in terms of engaging with the industry to ensure that the energy market in Kenya is well represented and is well guided professionally. Thanks so much. Up to this point, I want members to suggest ways of filling the vacant position. That is the head of membership and registration. Can we have suggestions on what to do with the position? Or can we propose them here for this position? So first, how do you want us to go about it? Any proposal? You have to do quickly.
Yeah. My suggestion is if we could just propose within this meeting, just propose names, or if there is any member who might be interested in any position, then that can be subjected to voting. If there are a number of them, both online and those who are attending fiscal. If that may be defeated, then I think we might go to the extent of just suggesting a member, and then we move to vote. If that member accepts, and then we shall be able to proceed. Thank you.
So you have not decided to do. We are in that discussion. So what do we do before you nominate me? Yes.
You are putting forward a question which is very important. But I think we have been joined by few other people. We first of all would like to know whether they are members, so that they can also benefit from the process. For that reason, I would suggest that we give them the microphone. They tell us who they are. But the suggestion that was being put forward by the fellow member of the association, that we get, first of all, if there is anybody interested in the position, and if there are more than one, then we subject just the same way we did the election. Maybe a better way to manage. For now, I'm handing over this microphone to the people who have just joined.
Good morning, everyone. So my names are James Boreri. I'm Aepea member number A227. Yeah, I'm a director in KMC. So we do solar installation for commercial and industrial, basically manufacturing industries. Thank you very much.
Who else has joined us? I think I saw some two members.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Melan Mamalwa. I am a member of Aepea. Sorry for late. Currently, what I'm doing, I am an assistant engineer at the Waterworks Development Agency. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ronnie Musenye. I'm part of the student committee, the student side of Aepea, and I'm a solar technician by profession. I work for a company called Snadi Solar. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, from online. Any suggestion? Can see that we can hear you, please. Thanks, Danson. So, the question was, what do we do now? Do we propose a person here, or do we put it online, or whatever? What is your take? Thanks very much. So, if I get you, is that probably you are saying we should have that position with a head, and we also appoint like regional representatives. Are you suggesting that we should have regional representatives of Aepea in different parts of the country? Because let me cut you short. Are you suggesting that we should have regional representatives? Because you have to put a suggestion, then members can decide. So I think, but now we are talking about filling this position. The filling of the position, then you are saying we fill the position and we have other members representatives, because you can appoint somebody in Mombasa, then you forget people from Kisumu as well. You can have a suggestion for person in Nairobi. The organization is not domiciled in Nairobi. That one is there. It's only that by bad luck or by good luck, the headquarters is in Nairobi. But you have a very good suggestion. And since this one is an NGM, I think the master of ceremony will take that one forward, so that we can, from now, we can have regional representatives. But as of now, we want to fill this position of registration and membership. And we're asking, how can we do it? That's the question. Do we suggest somebody here, or what do we do it? That's the question. And we should be very fast in doing it, so that we can do it very fast.
Thank you very much, Njeru, and thank you very much, Danson. It's a good idea to have regional representatives, but I think we are faced with a situation where we did not even get anyone proposing himself to take up the position of head of membership. So it implies that we have room to create interest in the association. And as he rightly puts it, one avenue of increasing interest in the association is to have that regional representation. But first of all, let's fill in these positions. And I think when I make my presentation, I will inform you of the various subcommittees that we have in the association, and we shall make invitations to the members of the association to join any of those committees and pursue this issue on promoting membership of the association and also other activities in the association for purposes of benefiting the stakeholders. That would be my view on the way to go ahead, Mr. Njeru, who is the presiding officer. Thank you.
So if I may ask, have we agreed we follow the position here?
There's a hand here.
Yes.
My name's Jesse. My tick is, can we leave the position for this week as members continue to participate on that and provide suggestions? Also, I'm recommending that we also consider adding another position for a non-professional member who can also join the committee and also learn within the committee as he goes by before he gains other training facilities.
Before we continue, all the committees are open. Once the head has been elected, people can volunteer themselves to join the committee. So it's already there. What you have suggested is already there. But the question is, are we proposing it here now, or we should wait, advertise it as the others, and we give a deadline, then we do the voting, then the election committee suggests. Because that is what I want. Do we do it here, or we do suggestion, we call for
for proposing it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many are for we wait? Fast. So can we have proposals? It seems. Yes. Are you proposing? The power is not in. Propose, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm proposing Odhiambo Dawa for the same seat.
Okay. The president had something.
I just wanted to enlighten the gathering about the role of the head of membership, so that it's not perceived like they do all the work. the role of the head of membership is basically the focus should be on how to improve membership. That's the first thing. So which means when you have activities like say webinars, say training, maybe physical training, they should avail themselves to encourage the membership. Yeah, and there are many occasions that we have, and you don't have somebody who actually spearheads the improvement of membership. These are the people who, when they attend functions, even if they organize Aepea, they are there to sell the idea of membership. Why is it important to join the association? So they are supposed to promote the reasons for joining the association, and they can go to functions and highlight that. And besides that is to really ensure that you encourage those who are members to pay for their subscriptions, to cover expenses like what we're going to incur today. Thank you.
You have earned your role is more of like a campaign manager to encourage people to join and to remain. So any other proposal? Huh?
But they are asking if there is any other proposal.
I'm asking, so you have proposed to? Ronnie, who is Ronnie? There is Odawa and Ronnie proposed. Any other proposal? Please. Any other proposal? So how do we vote? Huh? Wait a minute.
Yeah, Engineer Njeru. Morning, everybody. My name is Odiambo Dawa. I'm sorry I'm late. And I'm happy that Aepea member, Mr. Gishini, I've known him for more than 50 years, is proposing my name. The only thing I wanted to be guided, as the Engineer Magerera said, the role of membership. I'm a board member of Kenya Renewable Energy Association, KEREA, and board members, executive board membership. So what I'm fearing is conflict of interest. If, of course, Aepea, renewable energy is all other Aepea. I've been a life member of Aepea, in fact, starting member. So I've been associated with Aepea. But the conflict of interest and the conflict of roles, being a board member in another related, not actual, because Aepea covers all energy. But renewable energy, KEREA is only renewable energy. So actually we work with Aepea closely. So that is the only fear I have, as much as I would have liked really to play a role. If conflict of interest can be understood, and Wamalwa and Engineer Njeru, you know, we came from very far, 2013 up to now. So that is the only fear. Probably you can clarify that, please. Thank you.
To cut you short, you are politely telling us you have declined. Okay. So we have only one proposal. Is that true? So if you have one proposal, all what I can do is, can I seek approval of that proposal by show of hands? How many approve Lonnie?
Probably that if that clarified that way, then I don't have no objection. I would like to nominate or propose Gishini. He has been here for a very long time. Instead of my friend going unopposed, and Gishini has got 50 years experience. Thank you.
Okay. Gishini, do you accept? So we have two people, Gishini and Ronnie. How do we vote?
Maybe Eustace, online, is there any hand?
Online, do you have any proposal? So if there is no proposal online, how do we vote? Show of hands. So we start with Ronnie. How many are for Ronnie? Oh, have you accepted? He has accepted. Or we do secret. Yeah. So, secretary, admin, please.
We can get a paper.
Yeah.
I think all of us have papers. So do we know the names of the two?
I'm also around it.
So kindly indicate the names, then we give to the. And as we do that, I'm told there's tea. For those of you who have come, you can just grab a cup of tea as we continue with the voting. A pen. Somebody's asking for a pen. Okay.
You can have agents. Yes. One candidate, how that one is preparing. Let the residents vote first.
But I also thought with the technology we can do a poll, then put it on the wall.
Can you do a poll?
Yeah, Brian can do that. He can do that for us.
Only problem is the candidate are not.
Can,
Yeah, they can stand in front of the camera. Me and Tony.
Morning. My name's Jesse Geshini Jeho. Member of Aepea since 2013. We were among the founders.
Good morning once again. So my name is Roni Musenye.
Can you say somewhere where I can see? Can you see now? Are you seeing the? Oh, you can't. Are you seeing me? No, they can come here. Please come here. Show your face here. Teaching.
Yeah, my name is Roni Musenye. Thank you.
My name's Jesse Geshini Jeho.
only one for this.
So 7 for only?
One for this.
One for this. Online vote is online vote is running 7, hard copy 6. Am I right? So total 13. 7 plus 6 is 13. Video?
Yeah.
For receiving it, hard copy 4, online 1. So total? So the winner is? So I'm done in that.
Yes.
Any questions? Any complaints? Any compliment? Could you repeat the speech?
Acceptance.
Only 13.
Congratulations. We'll support you.
So I think MC have finished.
Thank you. Can we give a round of applause to the election team? Now, as we go to the tail end, we have an agenda for the president's speech. But I'll just request, as we go into the president's speech, kindly, may I request that we grasp a cup of just water where you are sitting. And for those of you who have not taken a cup of tea, you can also maybe just take, as I welcome the president to give his speech. So, Mr. President, you do it where you are, or you?
I think I did it for me.
Okay. So maybe I can give you the mouse.
Sorry?
I request you do it from here. Technical team just assist us to ensure that the president is visible.
So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's good afternoon. Yeah. So first of all, I think I want to take this opportunity to thank for availing yourself today for the AGM. This is an important meeting, and those of us who are members who have not been able to join, but they are able to join online, you are also welcome. And thanks for your effort. So first of all, I think I need to appreciate, there's a bit of noise. So I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the elections committee, which was chaired by Dr. Engineer Musonye. And the members included Engineer George Nyongayo from the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, Mr. Sinjeru, Susan Munyiri, and Nancy Brady. The presentation from the elections committee has been done by Mr. Sinjeru, and we want to give a hand of applause to Mr. Sinjeru for the job well done, and also for managing the election process of the head of membership. So the members were given an opportunity to vote for the members they need, they consider appropriate for various positions, including themselves. That is the essence of democracy. So we have embraced democracy in this election process, and the results are here with us. Personally want to take the initiative to thank all the voters. Yeah, those members who are in good standing are the ones who voted, incidentally. If you have not been subscribing, you have not paid your subscription, you did not have an opportunity to vote. And so in future, for those who didn't have the opportunity to vote, they'll take that seriously and ensure that their subscriptions are up to date. I want to take the opportunity also to appreciate the role of the outgoing members of the executive. As you can see from my screen, the outgoing committee includes, of course, myself. There was the Vice President, Michelle Akute, the Secretary, Mr. Ignatius Maranga, the Assistant Secretary, Mr. Costin Otieno, who is here with us, the Treasurer, Mr. Edwin Esilaba, Head of Governance and Ethics Committee, Engineer Fred Tom Ishuga, the Swell Liaison was Engineer Teresia Tuku, Head of Capacity Building, Research and Development, that was Dr. Pula Wekesa, he has been retained. Head of Energy Managers and Auditors Council, Mr. Stephen Kaboy. Head of Operations Committee, Mr. Brian Muteti, who is here with us. And the Head of Membership and Registration, Engineer Yego. Students Chapter Representative, Ms. Cynthia Okara. That is the list of the members of the outgoing executive. Now, I also want to take this opportunity to thank them for the role they played. Yeah? They used their money and time to serve the members of the association. Let us give them a hand of applause. Now, I also want to recognize the stakeholders and appreciate their presence in this meeting. Of course, they include professionals from government and government agencies, representatives of various development partners in the energy sector, academic staff from institutions of higher learning, energy consultants and auditors, representatives from various industries, county government representatives, representatives from NGOs, agencies that promote energy efficiency and clean energy, including Kenya Association of Manufacturers, and the students from various institutions of higher learning. I recognize that different stakeholders have different areas of interest, including the following. Government and government agencies would like to influence support for policies and regulations in line with relevant statutes. Aepea, as the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, would like to ensure fairness among the players in the energy and petroleum sector and promote compliance with regulations. So if the members of the association can assist these agencies and government to achieve their targets, I think it will be beneficial to all the members, also to the government agencies. We have university professors and lecturers. They would like to create linkage between the industry and the institutions of higher learning to enhance opportunities for attachment, internship of students, support for research, and appreciate the relevance of the courses offered to industry needs and identify gaps for improvement through this kind of networking. Students, what are their areas of interest? They are looking for opportunities for internship after they graduate and for formal employment. They would like to establish contacts and also get to know what is in store for them when they actually graduate and what it takes to get a job. By relating with the practitioners, they get to know the process and the logic, the logical approach to the process. Because I listened to some social media and also some media presentations indicating that some of the Gen Zs, I'm not belittling them. When they want to ask for a job, they want to say, hi Buddha, you have an opening. I mean, they would learn, in this kind of interaction, they will learn ways to approach potential employers so that they get the job. Energy auditors would like to promote activities that will lead to improvement of quality of energy audits. The other day we were in a panel of discussion panel during the energy conference hosted by Aepea. And there was a proposal that we need to address issues to do with quality of audits. And I mentioned and promised them that we have a council of energy auditors who will look into the matter. I did not want to give a prescription of what we need to do because we have a council of energy auditors. They will sit and come up with a proposal. Energy service companies, of course, they employ energy auditors, but they also do, in addition to energy audits, they do energy projects, funding of energy projects, and they also embrace the framework for contracting of energy projects, energy performance contracts, as we say. Suppliers, some of them are even suppliers of energy equipment and systems. Of course, this includes renewable energy systems. Now, what is the interest of suppliers of equipment, devices, and systems? They want opportunities to create linkage for trade. They want to sell their products, but here are the energy professionals in this association. They can engage the professionals here, so the professionals get to know the equipment that they are dealing in, and possibly the professionals can give recommendations to use the equipment. And in fact, there was a proposal from one of the members the other day saying, this association of energy professionals should create a platform for trading as well. So that members, those members who would like to do some trading on the platform are given the opportunity. That is something for you to consider. We're going to have a question and answer session. Would you like us to embrace that idea of allowing a bit of trade on this platform so that the members can benefit in various ways? And when I'm talking about trading, it's a question of saying, I can do A, B, C, D. I have this capability. Or I have this energy instrument. Or I have this renewable energy equipment, and I can have this installed. Those are the comments I received from one of the members of the association. That is for us as the AGM to decide on. Now, financial institutions and banks, I've been discussing with some of them. They have the money for supporting the implementation of these projects. And we would like to encourage them, some of them are actually members of the association. What we are saying is we would like to encourage them also to embrace the professionals and provide the funding that is necessary to make sure that the projects that are aimed at mitigation of climate change become successful. It's for the benefit of all the stakeholders if we can mitigate climate change. Now, training providers. There are various training providers. Aepea, as our head of capacity, Dr. Kesa, said, has developed a curriculum to train on energy management with a view to making it easy for licensing as energy managers. Now, there are other opportunities. So the training providers have also an opportunity. All they need to do is to engage with the head of capacity or the committee under the head of capacity building and get an opportunity to train. You will not be training for free. You will get some payment. Yeah? Yeah, the participants will pay for the training. How much? You will need to agree with the committee on capacity building. I know it's close to 1 o'clock. People may be hungry, but I think I need to cover a few issues. So I'm saying Aepea will continue to explore opportunities to, I'm talking about the partnership now with these various groups of interest. We are saying we'll continue to explore opportunities to partner with the various stakeholders to enhance energy efficiency, use of clean energy, and in matters to do with mitigation of climate change. Now, this, I'm going to show you the names of the roles. But I want, first of all, to introduce to you the new executive. Njeru has given us the names, but I want to read out their names, and those of you who are here will have an opportunity to say hello and make a statement, 1 minute. Number 2 here, we have our vice president. The new vice president is Lawrence Oriko. Oriko, maybe you can get a microphone to say hello. And if there's something you need to say for 1 minute.
I thought we were going to talk after, but there is no problem. So, first of all, it is my humble pleasure to accept the position that has been given, or the responsibility that has been given to me by members or able members of the association. What I can also assure, under the guidance of my senior, and I always say I'm always a very privileged guy, that whenever we have a good interaction, I interact with some of our best seniors. I also have good peers, and also the people that are behind us that we need to guide. So it will be my humble and it will also be a great pleasure to serve under our president, and I know there is a much wisdom that we are going to get, and apart from that, I know we have to align everything to the vision, and the only keynote that I will say that we need to focus on is the association should work for the members, and that if we achieve it, it will be some of the things that even after 2 years when we leave the office, it's something that is an impact that we want to see. And the members are all both professional. We also have students that we have to support. Apart from that, I was also seeing negative statements when we were doing the financials. So I think it will also be our collective responsibility to come up with certain good ways that we can help the association to raise money. So that will be our core goal, and I believe in teamwork, and the team that I've seen is a team that we will be able to work with. So thank you guys, and I appreciate your votes.
Round of applause. Maybe we can give it to the secretary. The next person is our new secretary, and the new secretary is Nancy Muridi.
I will stand because I'm the tallest in my family. My name is Nancy Murethi. I am honored to be taking up the mantle as the secretary of the association. And I'm looking forward to a vibrant 2 years where we can create a very vibrant association and have our presence felt in the country and have us as an association influence major activities within the country. So I look forward to us working together and towards one common vision as an association. Asante sana.
A hand of applause. I also saw Kennedy, because I think the treasurer is also there, but I have jumped there.
Good afternoon.
Kennedy is our head of
Sorry.
governance and ethics committee. Yes,
Sure.
Kennedy.
Good afternoon once again. Yes, once again, I'm Kennedy Oche. Really excited, and thanks for electing me as the head of governance and ethics. Looking forward to enhancing capacity in terms implementing the constitution, looking at the compliance requirements, looking at the gaps that could be, and enhancing, looking at professional conduct, especially and integrity of professionals, and also on the aspect of governance, you're looking at risks that the association might find itself from time to time, and setting up structures and mitigation measures to be able to ensure that Aepea is kept afloat amidst any challenges that it might face from time to time. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
A round of applause to Kennedy. Now the next person is the one we have just voted in, the new head of membership, and then we will go across.
So once again, thank you everyone for voting for me. I'll plan to make this role prosperous by trying to mitigate and improve on the strategies of increasing the memberships and registration for the association, not just within Nairobi, let's say across the country. So thank you.
Thank you. Ronnie, have I got your name right? Musonyi or Musonyi? I don't know.
Musenye.
Musenye.
Yes.
Okay. Musenye. So a hand of applause for Ronnie Musenye. Thank you, Ronnie. If I go up again, I think I had skipped the treasurer. I saw the treasurer here. But Maya Kigen is here. Okay, not even online. So the next person is our head of capacity building. But Dr. Aepea, you want to say something?
I think mine is to thank you, because I think I had talked much about my work, and I look forward to work with you. Thank you.
A hand of applause to Dr. Aepea. He has done a good job. That's why he was re-elected and opposed. I can tell you for sure. He has been, a wonderful member of the executive. Yeah, very innovative. Even you remember we had the inaugural energy conference. He was key. It is functioning. Yeah, we invited all the people who did the presentations, and of course in collaboration with the executive, but he was the team leader in that particular exercise. So another hand of applause to Dr. Aepea. Next is Yusla Wedo, our new treasurer. Yusla? You are Yusla who? Rudo, okay. This is Wedo. Yusla online? Okay. The next person is Bonke Museve Mulama, Head of Operations Committee. Online? Okay. Next one is Head of Energy Managers and Audit of Council, Richard Aepea, online. Suel Ayerson. Suel means Council of Women in Energy and Environmental Leadership. The network to support women in these fields through webinars and sharing of experiences. So our new Suel liaison, Sharon Achieng. I think I saw her attending online. Sharon, can you say something? Is she muted or what? Sharon? Yes, speak louder. It's okay. Sharon, can you repeat yourself, please? Okay. I think what, are you able to hear me? Sharon, your microphone is, yes.
Okay, so as I was saying, I am Sharon Aepea, and I was not able to come to I am in the field somewhere, but I am humble, and I want this opportunity to thank everyone who voted for me. I want to thank you in the society for having such great opportunity for platform that empowers us as professionals and especially women in energy to grow, to live, to connect with each other. So I am humbled to take up this role and I am looking forward to serve. Thank you.
A round of applause for Sharon. Thank you very much. So I don't know whether Anita, student representative, is here. Anita, are you online or the student's representative? Okay, I think I've given you the full list. Those who are not able to come, of course, will have an opportunity to meet with the rest of the team. And I'm hoping that all of them will be able to carry out their responsibilities as defined in our constitution. So I know we are 10 minutes late. Actually, we are supposed to finish by 1 o'clock. So I just want to highlight the proposed roles of the various committees. We have the capacity building, research and development, the proposed roles, and these are the roles we proposed even in the previous executive. Spearhead research and development, promote training and capacity building for local and international certification, and carry out training needs assessment, and publish scientific and educational information. Those are the key roles of the capacity building, research and development committee. I'm sure now the head of capacity building will be looking for members to join this committee to advance progress based on this description. Then there is Energy Managers and Auditors Council. This is going to be headed by Mr. Richard Atuya. The main role is to promote efficiency and conservation, identify and engage in projects to promote energy efficiency and mitigation of climate change, develop a roadmap for career progression in energy management. These are a few of the roles that they will need to play. Then SWEL, that is the Council of Women in Environment and Energy, liaison, encourage and create opportunities for women working or willing to pursue a career in energy or environment. Women are given exposure to energy sector issues and offered support to enhance their careers. Then to seek partnerships to support scholarship opportunities, organize events to promote involvement for women in energy and environment, and organize for industrial exposure, e.g. through internships and exchange programs. Then Operations Committee, the main roles: conduct trade shows and any other activity which promotes the dissemination of scientific and educational information to those engaged in the energy industry. Like when we have manufacturers or dealers in energy equipment, when they host those events, the head of operations should take the leadership role in that. Yeah, we are like when we recently had, of course, the operations committee will work in collaboration with the head of capacity building because it's both it is both an opportunity to trade, but also an opportunity to create knowledge. Yeah, so it's educative, whereas it presents also an opportunity for people to do trading. So like we have had in January, February, I think the head of capacity mentioned, we had an event in which we had a lot of discussion on boilers and steam systems. The previous year we had also covered that, but in addition to that, we also had something to do with HVAC systems. So this is an area, of course, when it comes to identifying organizations that can present this kind of, can actually put up this kind of events, then it requires joint effort between the operations committee, the head of capacity building, and occasionally an interaction with, the president or the vice president to help in identifying those organizations that are willing to do what? To do present this kind of events. Then governance and ethics, in liaison with the, okay, this is what we had initially, but they told us no. We thought the Ministry of Energy would recognize it by way of statute, but they said it's not possible. There are so many associations, so I want to remove this business. We had liaison with the Ministry of Energy to ensure that Aepea is domiciled in the ministry. Lobby for code of ethics to be recognized by the Ministry of Energy and Registrar of Societies. Make the requirement for energy professionals to belong to an energy professional association. So I think that one, the committee under Kennedy will decide on what to do. Because of course we have said here, review the existing code of ethics for adoption by the executive committee. And these are just guidelines on what they should do. Student committees liaise with the head of membership to develop student membership, create awareness on energy to the students through collaboration with the experts physical meetings, through organizing for student talks, organizing for student mentorship, for study tours, trips, and also to organize for student attachment and internship. So these are just guidelines on where they should focus. Now, of course, objectives of Aepea, most of you are aware, but in any case, a copy of our constitution is on our website, so you can access this. But it does no harm to say that the key objectives of the association is first, is to promote efficiency and conservation in all aspects of the energy industry and areas of jurisdiction of the association. and then to promote the scientific and educational interests of those engaged in the energy industry. Then I want to now move to another section. We say that the association is committed to support sustainable development goals. That's SDG number 7. Of course, most of us are aware of what SDG number 7 says. Basically, it aims to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all by the year 2030 through ensuring universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern energy services, increasing substantially the share of renewable energy in the global energy mix, doubling the global rate of improvement in energy efficiency. And the rest you can read, you can refer to SDG number 7, just because we are running short of time. But I also want to say that in line with SDG 7, the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, under the State Department of Energy in collaboration with the Copenhagen Center on Energy Efficiency, developed the Kenya Energy Efficiency and Conservation Strategy 2020. The strategy's main goal is to help the country transit to energy efficient systems and enhance energy conservation. It aspires to use best practices that promote the use of affordable and sustainable energy for all. So the next focuses on the thematic areas of households, buildings, industry, agriculture, transport, and power utilities. The roles and responsibilities of various sectors. I have given a table here, but this is, again, you need to download this strategy. It's available in the internet, the Kenya National Energy and Conservation Strategy. It gives you an opportunity of where you can focus for purposes of generating income for yourself or for your organization. Now, this Kenya Energy Efficiency and Conservation Strategy recognizes the role of Aepea. Yeah? It says other agencies that are instrumental in the implementation of NEX are the Kenya Electricity Generating Company, KenGen, Kenya Revenue Authority, Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporation, Kenya Industrial Research and Development Institute, community-based organizations, and the Association of Energy Professionals Eastern Africa, Aepea, has also been recognized in the Kenya National Energy and Conservation Strategy. I wanted to mention about the courses we host, but I think Dr. Wekesa already alluded to that. There are very many courses that have been developed by the Association of Energy Engineers that now we are authorized to host locally because we are in good standing. If we fall out of good standing, they'll take away that authority to host these courses. By the way, that authority to host these courses locally enables the association also to generate some income. And so I would actually recommend that the members of the association should take the initiative to encourage other members who have not done these exams to do them. We also generate some income, but we avail knowledge. Knowledge becomes available to the members of the association. In addition, of course, to the local training, the one that we developed the curriculum for, the one Dr. Wekesa was talking about, the one for energy management, for sustainability and legal compliance. It's important to enable professionals to get licensing from Aepea so that they can advise facilities better. In fact, it's a requirement under the Energy Management Regulations 2025 that designated facilities must engage in the services of energy managers. And so we are providing the opportunity for you to become a licensed manager and provide those services. And you will not provide them for free. You will be paid. And you are not going to pay Aepea. Of course, you pay Aepea when they are training you. But thereafter, whatever you will be paid will belong to you and your family. So we please encourage others to come for this training, in addition to the international training. A record of key activities and achievements in 2024 and 2025. Most of these have been alluded to by the head of capacity building. So I just want to pick on a few the important ones. Like in May 2024, just after taking office, yeah, we hosted the Aepea AEE certification ceremony, which was very colorful. Yeah, we hosted the AEE executive here locally. Yeah, the executive director, Bill Kent, attended. That's the executive director of the Association of Energy Engineers. He's based in the USA. He attended that. That was a key event in 2024. And then maybe we can move to another one. We also met with that executive on 23rd May to discuss hosting of AEE courses. Yeah? So the authority did not just come out of the blue. It took some negotiation. Yeah? The executive, the outgoing executive had to negotiate with the executive board members from AEE to get that authorization. But you all know that we work in collaboration with the Institute of Energy Professionals of Eastern Africa, of Africa rather, Aepea, Institute of Energy Professionals Africa. We work with them to host these courses. Yeah, and locally we work also in collaboration with the Kenya Association of Manufacturers. Actually, we want to formalize this working relationship, yeah, by way of documentation. Yeah, and even the one for local training, we wanted to also formalize kind of our partnership, because we do a partnership with the Multimedia University. Sometimes they give us space to train and we don't pay for it. Yeah, so don't you think that is important? If we can get free space to train, yeah, and we don't, don't pay for it. So again, a hand of applause to KAM and Multimedia. Multimedia University. Thank you. The other thing I wanted to mention is, of course, the key events I've already mentioned. I've talked about Bosch workshop on boilers and HVAC systems. September, yeah. Okay, in 2024, September, the president attended the AEE World Energy Conference in the USA. All AEE members were invited. Yeah? If you are a member of AEE, and if, for example, you have done some of these international certifications, you have the opportunity to enroll as a member. Even this year, in September, we are going to have another World Energy Conference. Those of you who want visas to go to the USA to attend the conference will always be assisted. We'll give you. We normally communicate with the officers in the US to generate a recommendation for you here locally, so that you can get what? The visa that you need. Yeah. What else did we say? We actually organized a joint workshop with the UNEP. Yeah, you can see there. You can see the banner there. There was UNEP, UNOPS, Ministry of Energy, and you can see Aepea there. We held this workshop at the UN headquarters. That was on 17th October 2024. The purpose was basically to discuss about energy service companies. Yeah. I also want to mention that it's good to be a member of AE, because there are also some international webinars that you can attend. Like now, they had these international webinars. In 2024, we had the Department of Energy on site, technical assistance partnerships, energy auditing trends, heat pumps, and thermal storage. And one important thing I wanted to mention for 2025 is that we launched a new website. That's what Brian Muteti was talking about. He took the leadership role in establishing or rebranding the website. So a hand of applause to Brian Muteti. The other thing is we won an award. I just wanted to mention a few, especially winning an award. We won an award as the best, for holding the best chapter meeting in sub-Saharan Africa. So we got a plaque on that. And of course we had the inaugural virtual energy conference, which I already alluded to. And we also had chapter members end of year party or dinner. Yeah. So those were inaugural events which we want to maintain in future. Yeah. It is when members are called to attend some of these functions, it gives them an opportunity to network for purposes of growing knowledge or growing business or both. Yeah. So I think we should be encouraged to attend most of these functions. Activities in 2026, of course, the activities have already been alluded to by Dr. Kesa, but I want to say that we are supposed to hold quarterly chapter meetings. We are a local chapter of AEE. So quarterly means once every 3 months we come together and discuss issues in the energy space. Yeah. Now, one other thing which we discussed about last year, but which we have not formalized, is the need to raise funds to acquire an office for Aepea. Yeah. This association will remain even after we have gone, because the need for energy efficiency and the need for clean energy, the need for mitigation of climate change is not going to end soon. Yeah. So we need a strong association, one that is based in a particular office where members can actually go and probably get served better. Yeah. Where we are currently is a bit congested. Even where to store your banners and what have you, even where to put your plaque is a challenge. So I am, and we have agreed. We agreed in the previous executive. I don't think we shall disagree in the new one, because we are looking for funds to put up an office, to buy space. We don't want to construct the new office block high-rise. No, we want to buy space like other associations. Yeah. Those who have gotten free space, no problem. You continue to manage yourself in the free space. But for us, we have not been able to get free space, so we want to look for ways of acquiring one. Yeah. And that we can start the fund. If, for example, every member contributes 1,000 shillings every month or every quarter, yeah, that will go a long way. After some time, you find you have some money at least to put a deposit, and you get financiers to assist you, and maybe through that process you will get some funding agencies to also assist. So that's one thing I wanted to mention, and I'm looking only at the major items. But in conclusion, I also want to say that let us remain committed to work together in harmony to achieve the objectives of the association. Let us remain committed to achieve the nationally determined contribution, the NDCs, in respect of the Paris Agreement. Under the NDCs, the country has committed to an emission reduction of about 30% against business as usual by the year 2030. And let us all work together to implement energy efficiency, promote use of clean energy, and mitigate climate change. And let us remain committed to the Sustainable Development Goals, and more specifically to SDG number 7, which aims to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all by 2030. Now, I have said what I have said. There was an appeal. If you look at the program for the day, there was an appeal for us to pass a resolution in respect of 2 items. Yeah. But I think you have a copy of the program. So the first item, I'll stop sharing here, but I'll come back when we come to question and answer session. We will we'll come back to that. So that program, somebody can read out to us. Dr. Wekesa, you can read out to us, and then you can manage that section. Because take this.
Thank you, Mr. President. So there was an appeal by members on the issue of how we handle our election, and there are two appeals. One, that at each election cycle, all leadership positions shall be open for voting. That's number one. Number two, no office bearer shall hold the same office for more than 2 terms. So that's the two appeals that we have, and it is only at the AGM where we can pass that resolution.
So I don't know, again you can write it down, whether you agree or not, I don't know. No, I know that, I can refer you to the section.
I was thinking that is what is in the Constitution. No, I'm saying, okay. Oh, I support.
Now that is a proposal. We want a second. Are you seconding? Okay, and then we go.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I would like to second the proposal. Thank you.
Are you seconding or opposing?
No, I'm doing neither. Because this, I'm assuming it's still discussion point, because this international standards as well as our continuity, our strength. Now, as a founder member of Aepea at Kenya School of Monetary Studies in 2013, these are normal additions, but they can also be abnormal. Now, in other professional bodies, and I'm in about 5 of them, one of them is Kerea, which is based at Statmo University, and we are the ones who took over from Aepea. Aepea used to be in Statmo, but now when Aepea went to another place, we were given that chance by Professor Da Silva. Now, for the sake of continuity, and in other professional bodies, where some of us, all of us, or as many of us are there, there's something very important in the professional bodies, continuity. Now, when you're coming up with this idea where we block some highly resourceful people from not contesting, without looking at what they have contributed to ensure continuity for the future, and even for the time they have been there, just because IE has said in US, I think we better be very, very careful. In our situation, our stage of development in East and Central Africa, as an African professional body, we should see that we ensure continuity. There are these new people, and I'm sorry if one is offended, new people probably with a new experience. We try to create, we should not create a situation where there's a disconnect for continuity of manpower. Now, what we have done in other professional bodies, we usually say that, and that is also just a suggestion, to ensure continuity, we always say half, for example, in Aepea, there are about 6 posts. We say half remain and the other half new people to come. That ensures continuity and strength of any professional body. And like this Aepea, which is unique, energy is evolving, is still very Moridam in East and Central Africa, and Aepea is going to promote it in East and in Africa. That continuity component is very important. So we should not jump to say, we say, I'll take an example of my friend Wekesa here, whom we have interacted in many forums, even some other professional bodies. We just say, now Wekesa, please, time is up, Toka. For without looking at continuity and what has been happening to ensure our strength. We have done that in many professional bodies, EBK and many others. We ensure continuity. How? By saying, declaring every election cycle, we said half will not be there, but the other half will be there. And now we decide which are these half for make purpose of continuity. Please check that in your vocabulary, in the dictionary. Continuity of a professional body. We bring in 2 people, new, everything goes to 0. You have to start again. So continuity, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Very good contribution. Now, this proposal which you are making is a result of the experience we have had. Yeah? Even in the last 2 cycles, what we have embraced is freedom. What you are saying has also been received with a lot of resistance in some of the associations, even IEK. Yeah, initially. And that's why they went to court. Yeah, they had to rewrite the constitution. For us, we want to make sure that what we have been practicing over the last 4 or 5 years, 6 years, is what is. I mean, we capture that in the constitution. Yeah, what you are saying is good, but it has also run into some problems in some cases. I don't know. That's my, I've served 1 term. I have another term to serve. I have no problem. But no, there's no way. So, and in fact, we are saying, once you have served for 2 terms, yeah, you want to say something?
Thank you, President. It is in my honest opinion that if you cannot effect any change within 2 years, then you have no business staying there. And if you are serious enough, 4 years is enough to make that difference and also to mold others to take over. So we should not have this tendency of owning things, because that is now where we will be going wrong. We want the association that is strong, and we want where all members are regarded almost equally, and the people in the office must be fully supported. There is that aspect of voting that we only consider for those who will be voting. We only consider those members that are of good standing, isn't it? Going forward, I think we will have our own meetings and see how we can be able to at least put some of these things to practicality. But where I sit, 2 years enough to effect a change. Even 1 year is enough to give direction. If you have the capacity to work for 4 years, that should be enough. We have other people that needs to come and support the same position.
Thank you, Vice President. Dr. Ogeza, you have anything to say? Jerry, you had something to say? So we had a proposal and a second. I think all you need to do is to minute. Yeah. So if we run into headwinds, we can retract. Yeah, nothing is cast in stone, is it?
The reason why we don't elect government officials in this committee is so that they can assist in that continuity. In case of any dispute from members, that's where we come in.
Okay. I think Yeah, okay. I'm saying I want to thank all of you for holding on. We have discussed very important matters, isn't it? We do not have an opportunity to discuss to this level of detail all the time. Yeah? But I'm happy to have the new team, and we shall dedicate ourselves to deliver, yeah, what is required by the stakeholders. And we work together as a team, that is possible. We have made quite a number of strides in as far as the objectives of the association are concerned, and we shall endeavor to deliver against the same objectives. From here, what I wanted is to hand over to Dr. Wekesa, because he's the MC. He can guide us on the next steps. Thank you very much. Any hand of applause?
Thank you, Mr. President. Let's give him another hand clap. It's not sometimes easy to manage an association, and then you, as the head, you are elected and opposed. So we give credit to your leadership, and we look forward to work together. I think we are coming to an end. Now we go to the vote of thanks. I want to request Costin to move a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Wekesa. So I'm going to give a vote of thanks on behalf of Michelle Akute, our outgoing Vice President, who could manage to attend this meeting. So first of all, Michelle thanks you all members for making time for this AGM, and here is the speech. I would like to thank God for this day and for the time we have spent serving the association for the last 2 years. We are grateful to Him indeed, as it was His enabling, without which we will not have been able to steer the association in the way we have done it. All glory to our Lord Almighty. We would like to thank the leadership that was given through by our President, Engineer Lawrence Mangerere, and his dear service to our association. We would also like to thank our partners, the support team, and everyone else who has labored to bring us to where we are. We thank the elections committee led by Dr. Engineer Phoenix, and also represented here by Eustace Njero, Susanna Munyiri, and others also, for the guidance they gave and the new leadership they gave leading the association through the election period. Once again, we would like to thank God for He has been good to us. He has made us in this day, and He has made this association to be alive up to date. I want to thank you for joining us today, and as we close also, we are heading to the photo session. So please don't be in a hurry to leave. After the photo session, we'll have the lunch. Over to you, Dr. Wekesa. Thank you.
Okay, so I think let's clap for Costin. This should be the end. I don't know who is guiding us for the photo session. Where do we normally have our photo? Here. So maybe before we do that, somebody to just have a closing, a prayer just the way we did, so that we don't come back. I want a volunteer to do that. Pray for lunch also. Who can help us with? Oh, yes, Jason.
Okay. As I close for a word of prayer, please allow me to reflect to some of the issues. We were not given a chance to answer to the chairman's report on questions. Maybe I can indulge on one or two issues and then go on to a word of prayer. My issue is, first I would like to thank the team that is heading Aepea. We are very thankful for the energies they've put over the years. This team is very bold and strong, and it has kept Aepea to the level where Aepea is right now. Engineer, the chairman, the president, Engineer Mangelere, we thank you so far including our capacity building team led by Dr. Wekesa. We also thank Mr. Njeru, who has also been an award winner for Kenya for keeping the organization so far the position it is. The final issue is, right now Aepea has grown and it has been recognized both nationally and internationally. Can we now bring forth more activities for the organization so it can earn? We had proposed last year that we can indulge in more activities that can create consultancy for the organization, and then the organization can also earn for the application for funding, and they can earn at least 10% that goes to the organization for some of the projects that we can indulge in. Right now, more banks have consulted Aepea, and we can make use of those banks. Many of us here have projects that are pending. Can you bring forth those projects to our capacity leader, chairman, Dr. Wakesa, and let us implement these projects as soon as possible. There is an e-mobility project pending, and that one should be up and running. There are also job opportunities for the youth. Those can be up and running also. And then let us consult those other institutions like CAM. There's the Aepea also. There's a variety of banks that are ahead of us and other institutions. Please let us engage them actively, and then let those funding go through Aepea. Thank you. Can we now have a word of prayers? Father, in the name of Jesus, we come before you this afternoon. We thank you for the progress so far for Aepea, oh Father. We thank you for the level you've kept this organization for all those years. We thank you for the leaders who have been elected now and those who have supported Aepea in the past. Father, lead them to lead Aepea in the next bold step, to lead this organization into a stronger foundation. Father, lead us into these new projects that will also move this organization into a new step. Father, we thank you for what we received in the morning. We thank you for what we are about to receive this afternoon as we leave. Father, continue building our energy, our spiritual powers, and also our energy as we perform our activities. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Hello, my name is Esther Wangare. I am a member of Aepea.
This was my student. And there's a merchandise. We are selling some shirts, and you can pick. So cheap. So talk to Sheila. She can sell to you. So we can go outside because of time. Yeah.